All right. I did a stream a little bit earlier, not for long, but kind of messed up in YouTube or something. I don't know. I have to watch it. Well, we had marked this out in that stream, and then it hit there, like momentarily, moment of support. We're not trading right now. This is after hours right here. Technically, you're still pre-market Asia. Right here. I wanted to show it again, but when I went to YouTube and I went to X, the bitch is all messed up. So we do have that higher high. And we had this a little bit of displacement right there. We tried and we're back down. You're only 5 points away from either way, so I mean this doesn't interest me. This is consolidation, which does interest me. Not because I'm going to trade it right now, because that's nothing but consolidation. But that happens after a major move like we had right here. Didn't really go into that last night, did we? We did, but we didn't. If that makes sense, because we were following this trend line. And we drew the trend line up in that little 30-minute deal that I did. We're going to just continue that nice little green line up. I'm going to start. And this isn't your main trend line, by the way. It's not. But we'll just continue to draw that. We're under it right now. We are just under it. I didn't even take the trade today when I saw it, because I traded 4 times last night and I didn't want to overtrade. Statistically speaking, you start to develop some type of analysis paralysis. Now I can see if you're adding to a position or something like that, like a Euro USD or something. And we're not doing a pattern, we're not doing a trend, but that is the trend line. We just want to take note of that. Just like I'm going to take note right here of that 50. I mean, honestly, it would have to go much further down for it to really interest me. That was just like, hey, it's a new all-time high. Let's pull back a little bit. And it hasn't even really pulled back much. That's only like 60 points. And we almost got, but we were like, no, not right now. And what that is, it's just not ready for it. You can't just continuously have one every hour on the hour. Okay? Gotta understand that. FOMO, no, we don't do FOMO. And we need to look for, and we're not trading, we're just looking for that new daily opening range. I'm gonna spot that out real quick, and this is in Q. I want to check out some other stuff too. Just had my dinner. I'm cool. I'm thinking this was the opening gap right here, and it's a Tuesday. Well, we're going into Tuesday, so even if it does dip a little bit, just wait for it. It's right there. Elon supposedly poached a NVIDIA person for AI. Whatever that means. I need to ask Grok how many people have that chip, because you know they actually have a chip now that humans have and they carry. That's becoming a thing, and that's really not cool in my opinion. They pay for food and everything else with it. Check this out. Got this downtrend right here. Going down. Possibly test this right here. I want to see what it's aiming for. It's at 5 minutes. That's still 5. That doesn't mean we go down forever. That was at 50. I want to see the 50 broke. I do. It hit right there, right? Comes back and hits it again. So I did it twice. Once before it even happened, right? Tell me there's no computer program. Came down. It didn't really touch it right there, did it? But that's the move. That only took what? That's why I don't try to overtrade. This took from 7 o'clock, or 9 o'clock rather, to 10. That took 1 hour, and how much was that? About 200 points within that. In 1 hour. On the NQ. So why not be patient? Why not wait? Is it the triple top? No, it's a power of 3. Triple tops are measured more. Plus, they don't usually run into the next day. Not like that. Triple tops are very fast. Uh-oh. Yeah, we want to see a few things. I want to see how the market reacted to that news with Elon. Since his earnings are tomorrow. Oh. Let's see, 228. See what I mean? When they pumped it up, well, yeah, it was about 8. It's about 24 hours. Almost. Pumped it up right there. Someone's like, that's a bear flag. No, it's not. No, it's not. Don't get that confused. It's not a bear flag. It's actually doing what it's supposed to do. Well, that's a triple top. No, it's not. We're going to talk about patterns. At least know the patterns you're talking about. Because even if that was a triple, what do you have right here? No. It's on the daily. Goes in there. I'd love to sit down here and try to test that. Good Lord. And just come back up. It didn't close that, but it closed it. It tried twice to close it. But look how it did. My goodness. That is powerful. So that's what we wait on NQ. Do whatever it's going to do. Because it really hasn't done anything. It hasn't produced anything. It's still not bargaining, but it's just consolidating. Let's see. I can see my stream is working, but I can see my volume's doing pretty good. This is awesome. Everybody's at dinner right now. Nobody's watching. Well, a few people are actually. Appreciate y'all. If y'all want me to do a chart, just say it. I'll look at it. The support and resistance are right here. Like, that's resistance. That's support. No, that's not. It look like that, but that's not. Let's see the ES. I want to go back to it real quick. Because it's really interesting how they moved ES first, then they moved NQ. And it all correlates. It's all algorithmic. Trust me, nobody at Globex is looking right now going, okay, you made this move, nobody's watching. Not like that. Let's see. That's 10. But it continued, didn't it? Hit there. Well, NQ said, nah, we're good. That's hourly. So that's, yeah. It did a relative equal high as well. Both of them did a relative equal high. Technically, you're supposed to measure that move down. I forgot what that was. We're on the 1 hour. it down to the 15. Start at a high time frame and then enter slowly down. Same chart, dude. See no difference? No, it's totally different. See how that just wicked up on top, really. It's like that did. Read the bodies, not the wick. Yeah, I'm not gonna trade until probably 8:30. But my Euro USD, I gotta check you out. Ah, you did come up here. Told y'all last night. I told y'all that's not a head and shoulders. See, a pattern person would have got screwed up. Pattern person would have got took out to the cleaners. Okay, not pattern traders. We're above this too. Let's see, come back in to get some to go long. If it doesn't, I'm not bothered. Not right here. That open. If you like that gap, just that gap there for me. I'll make up my mind at like 10 o'clock at night. I want that gap to be there. That gap will be my friend. Gold. I do not do gold. Well, I mean, I do, but CCL. Sheesh. Look at that. Freaking Thor just took lightning and crushed. He crushed it. That was a heck of a gap Friday, wasn't it? That was a heck of a gap. We are far under that line. They didn't even try. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, whatever. Equal lows down here, buddy. Ew. Yeah, your equal low is lower than that. Wish I could do 20 day or 30 day. I need to do 30 days. I see my stream's still up, but streaming service kind of. Yeah, let's see 30 bad. I want to see something. Let me hold something. Let me see something. We're underneath that. But what are we trying to do? Trying to use that? We don't have to do a relative equal low because that is the relative equal low right there. We just have to consolidate. We have to be choppy, as they say. I don't like that terminology, but okay. Yeah, I could have moved that a little bit further down. I could have. I'm good. Let's see. Yeah, I'm not interested right this second. I'm interested in oil. I'm not interested in oil, if that makes sense. Depends on the Asian market. See, I even checked out nat gas on that other one too. There, that's 4 hours. Let's go to hourly. No, let's go 15 minutes because we're just studying the opening gap. Later on, we can go trade it. I'll have to trade it right now. It's buy it, trade it, not buy it, trade it right this second. It's called impulse control. Oh, I do like that on that chart. What do we do? So it didn't gap up there. Just filled that. Okay, it didn't gap up. Yeah, it did. Right there. It made that ominous candle right there. For me, it would have to go there. Break that. Then we can see net gas. Possibly tag this. And maybe that. Ominous candle. Ominous. Makes me sound smart. Let's go back to NQ. I'm not changing that. I will go back and change this here. And remember where our weekly opening gap was yesterday? That could be the magnet to it. And I might short two there if given the opportunity. What you don't want to do is short it when it gets there. They'll be screaming all the way to the top. Especially during the expansion. So what we're studying is what will the kill zone, what will the expansion do? Oh. So all we're doing is studying right now. That's all we need to do. There we go. And I had it drawn out earlier, but I think I'll give it a nice yellow tint. We'll change all that to yellow. Nice yellow tint. And we will just say okay. Stands out a little bit more than the weekly opening gaps and daily opening gaps that we have. Alright, I'm going to zoom in. Very wide range, but we're all good. Okay. We're talking about before two major companies do their earnings. I just want to go back to the 15 for a sec. Even though that says 15, what I'm trying to find is today and yesterday. That's Friday. It's Friday's closed and everything else we talked about, and how it's been just trending up for like 2 weeks now. Trying to find a place in the time. It's right there. So right now, 222. Call that 2222. It goes into the midnight opening range that we had, which is where it really got like nice. And on Sunday right there. That's what we want. I'm just going to get all that. I think I circled all that earlier. We're going to do that green too. We're going to label that. Well, I'm not going to label it. You know, should know that's the weekly opening gap. A little lighter or darker green. Right there, actually. Boom. And that's got settlement and all that stuff in there. And Asia didn't really kick off until there. So we got time. Don't ever think you don't have time. You could plot it out all day. Oh, you have time. Yeah, I'm not compensated for this at all. Nobody's paying me. Do this for me. So if you give me a light, that would be nice. For a follow. So we got that, And yes, it still applies. That still applies. Can't really see it on that team. You can see it on that. Why is that? One's got to be NQ. Yeah, one's NQ, one's MNQ. Minis, big players, institutions. They like to play the minis. But MNQ, it's a closer bid ask. I love that. It's right here. Pretty fast. With MNQ, not so fast. A bit slower. That's what we did. Right there and right there. Okay, that's why it's like that. I already chewed that out on the other one, didn't I? Let's go to MNQ. We'll discuss how that's going to get there and when. Yeah, that's already done. Just different colors. Just different colors. Oops. I do something. Why does it have money? So we got another hour before they actually open up. We got time. But the trend line traders are like, okay, it's a dang, I didn't do too good of a job though. I did alright. Yeah, because we were trying to track that. It's the bottom one. It's the bottom one would have went straight like that. And that's for the trend line traders. We're not exactly what you call trend line traders, but it's important to understand what other people are thinking. Kind of like art of war. You want to know what everybody's thinking, right? Arsenal. Just like we went over the parabolic stars, RSI, and all that, and how that could give you confidence. But that's not what makes the chart. That's not what makes it go up. That's not what makes it go down. You don't want to be too dependent on those things either. Do you like this? Darn it. Straight up. Boom. And then that mini stream I did before I had to go do running around and stuff. It's too hot to go anywhere where I live right now, so I'm cool. But I did have to do some running around. I just wanted to point that out because I was almost going to trade it. If it broke here, that meant it was going to go. It was going to do some things, but it didn't. So what are we looking for? We're looking for an Asian high to be up here. Wouldn't have to beat this. Or an Asian low to go along into the earnings. It's just like that move right there. That took 1 hour to do. We were diddling in the middle all night last night. 3 out of 4 trades were pretty good, right? In this area. Yeah. And all this, what you want to call chop, actually consolidation. You take away the wicks, and all you have is a body telling you, yeah, we're going high. And even this dip right here, which I was asleep for. The bed right here. Well, I went to bed right here. No, I went to bed right here. No, it was late. It's like in the morning. Made our last trade. So before a pattern trader says, oh, that's a double top. Well, it's not. Double tops. That's more of a displacement. That's more of just a relative equal high. I would not call that a double top. So what does that mean? It goes lower. It goes under the trend. Power 3 does the same thing. You still have a chance to go down there, but I doubt it. We're going to do Give me an all-time high again. I don't know. See more all-time highs than half-time lows. It's about when and where and how. Went over CL real quick. Went over Tesla too. Let's check out the Google. Where's Google? I thought I had Google already saved. Let's see the Google. Another big name. Let's see. Alphabet. So we're still making highs here late at night, aren't we? 200's a nice round number, huh? I'm still not impressed with AI, but you know what? AI is going to take everybody's job eventually. Oh, goodness. Sorry. Gotta get me a drink. Hold on. Look at that. Nice gap you have there. 204. Look at that. Pretty much this whole area right here. That was in February. Oh, February the 4th. During their earnings, they set the precedent for April, didn't they? Down here. So yeah, we need to watch these earnings right here. They did have a lot of trouble. They had a whole bunch of stuff with. They said the government said they were monopolizing on everything, which they are, but heck, I'm even streaming on YouTube right now. I don't know if they trade up into it and then just dump it again. It's more than a $50 range right there. I'd like to see that 92. I would like to see a rejection right there. I shorted. It'd only be short term too for their earnings, because that earnings move. What was that? 207 to. Yeah, nah, we're good. That's a $13 move. Quick. Into Apple. I love Apple. I met people that's all they'll trade. Just like there's people that'll only trade spot. It's like there's only people that'll trade NQ or MES. That's what they do. That's how they earn their money. You don't need a whole bunch of. You just can't be the product. That is the main thing. Let's start this little downward trend. 216 tag on the daily. That probably tagged today too. Let's say today. That's wrong. Let's see. 15 days. Do it the 1 hour. Just trying to see where they wicked it up. It's like last night when they wicked it. They came back and got it. Where did they wick it last night? Right there. That's where they wicked it. They came back right before opening. Then at opening. Almost right. See that right there? I don't like that. Not short, I just don't like that right there. Oh, 7:30 Eastern Standard Time right now. Oh. I think they try to kill the wicks. Everything to do that. It's not spot though. You got spot gold. Oh yeah, we also checked out the NASDAQ composite, which is accurate for today. We play NQ. We're looking out into the contract, into the future. Composites are always here now. Like that's the composite for the Russell. I know the gens, you can't just trade the, you can't just go and say, hey, look, I'm gonna buy that. Or sell it. Or something. That's transports. That's the comp. Check out the comp real quick. Yeah, it made an all-time high right there. I'd like to see this right here build before the big boys' earnings. I don't know if it'll be like pulling teeth, but I'd like to see that. Oh, but NASDAQ does its own thing, right? So what do? Wait on time. Don't want to get all spazzy with Nazi. It's way down here. There it is. Yeah, they killed that thing. Right here. Spiked it up overnight. I just dropped it. Still relatively below right there. You still got this. That's what you're looking for. You can find that wick later, much later. Doesn't have to be today. Semis. Semis. Semi. Alright. We got this right here. Closing that gap, aren't we? Yes, we know Intel's reporting, but geez. It's not that serious. Well, they're not reporting today. Oh. The hell, Intel? We just picked this thing up and we just said bye-bye. Still stable. I still like it. It's not right here. And I own it. Which brings me to SOXL. Sucks. That's not, I mean, it's a relatively wide, but it's not terrible. Just been a new high. It's just pulling back. Right before earnings. I am going to play some music and we're just going to leave this up here for a while. And I shall get back to this. There we go. Where all those places we pointed out, we've still got a lot of time. The longer the pace, the better the case. Either way, really. We'll do the 5 minute on this and leave the 15 minute up, but I'm not trading this up for a while. You'll be sitting here forever. All right, let me go pause this real quick. Do a few things. While stream or end the stream, just don't leave it up. gotta start basically all over again with this. Hold on. There we go. We're gonna have to do. Yeah, that's perfect. And it should come up again, the chart and everything that we did already. Trying to do something in the background real quick. Yeah, there we are. Trying to get rid of these annoying bots. Added. Let's see. They're not my bots. I already spent enough money on this thing. I ain't trying to buy bots. That's not it. No. Let's get a channel. Why is that? Why are we just area? Really? It's supposed to be in real life, something like that. That's settings, identity, parents. Let's go in here. This is that same problem last night, actually. Oh, I just did here. Same bot. Yeah. Same bot from last night. Look at my Discord server. Just annoying. Alright. We're not concerned about a few kids that put it down right in a second. Let's see. Because we haven't even opened the market yet. Sometimes, it's not all the time, you can find some full market. It's trying to cover full market, isn't it? I don't trust that. But we are above the daily, so we'll give it some time. Alright, I'm gonna mute this again. Let's see. Got a couple more things to do. Ah, cool. So Japan finally opens up in the long again. I have no idea what's back there parking about. Hold on. Let's see. Me 15 years ago, it was the dog was barking at a bird. Maybe the dog was barking at something in the other yard. Not out. I'm not out in the country. Too hotness. So, let's look at about 4 more minutes. Technically, but I want to see what Dixie does. I want to see. Where are you looking at that? You opened up, didn't you? Okay. Whoa, what happened to my music? Expansion starts to happen. Then you got other expansion we can look at, 10 o'clock, 12 o'clock, of course. Full time. Like I said, this is all free. Let's see. No, none of my channels are monetized. Especially when they changed X. Now you have to have 2,000 verified users on X. So I'm not even getting monetized like that. Oh, I don't think I'll get my... The only way I'll get my money back I spent on this is just improving my trading. Which is pretty good anyway. I see people bragging about 80 and 90. Mine's about 70 for the past 20 years, which is pretty consistent. Of course, that does count. Well, swing trades and long-term investments are always will. Always like 100%. Not 100%. I shed it on X. I made something like 586% within a month. Hold on 1 second. Almost as good as talking about 2 relatively equal lows, and it could back test. want. Poke its head back into here, hit here. Wouldn't want to see it break this. It respected that though, didn't it? Now, as a bear, I'd like to see that broke. I'd like to see that body, and I'd like to see this. We'll see what Asia has to offer though. Just even if I was waiting, either way, neither a bull nor a bear, and I'm an opportunist. So I want to see if this is a false bottom. Right now it's just consolidation, although these are two equal highs down here. Let's see. It still could be like a false breakup. We got time. We have time, so wait, longer? I like this holiday season. It's not breaking up. It's not breaking up. It made up since those words. Still under the trend line. Bitcoin futures. Jeez. Yeah. It's gonna get better. Still a pump to it. This is what I'll do. I won't be a buyer down here. Not up here. We already had this mapped out. And yeah, I mean, this was a pattern trade, but on the 4 hour. Just gotta understand what it was reaching for. Right under here. You don't want to just keep on buying. Oh, that's it. Broke up here. That was your sign, man. Comes back down. Walks that wick straight up, doesn't it? And it's a 4 hour chart. Come on, let's fill that cap right there, bud. Still waiting for 830. You can do what you want to. Let's see what it does. Back to the hour. Neckline right here. Went under it. Come back to see before. That's not it. That ain't it at all. If they were to drop gold right now, this isn't where they'd do it. Fell to equal high. That's your 50 marker. That's the move that it's going to do right there. Yeah, 393. Or the bid right there. Yeah, I'm not liking gold. Not on the 1 hour. Let's zoom in and see if anything's changed. Still in a consolidation period. Yeah, no, 15 minutes just looks too bad, my god. Nah, we ain't gonna play with that. If anything, I'd short it. Felt a little over above that, but it left that oil. I want that little gap right here. Fill the gap. You're right here. Come on. Then this would be your next bet here. Okay. Not financial list. Just talking to myself. Let's see. And a Russell. It'd be right here. Not down there. Oh no, it's respecting that. Yeah, it's respecting that right there. It is kind of respecting that, isn't it? Yeah, it's respecting that. Well, we plotted out some moves, and what we're going to do, I want to see something real quick. Liking that. 15. on NQ. Why people like to trade it. Plus NQ's been beaten up for so long. Make just as much money with ES and MES. Back test, but I don't want to see it break. That 3, 4, 5. Let's see it break that wick. I want to see it build. Almost good. Let's see, that's bears. Golfing right there. But what do you expect when you come off an all-time high and you have some displacement up there? It tried to break, but it didn't. Some of y'all think, oh, that's a full flag. No, not quite. Still looks good though. But by definition, that's a snack. So I shall be back. Not 100% sure why the stream is not streaming the way it should right now. But we are reaching higher. So, oh, what my pet is doing over here. Rescued a pet bull a while back. They're fun dogs, but they can be loud. I do not know what's up with this stream. It just stopped sharing the window? What happened? I wonder why it's so. See if that works. Everything else worked, but that weird. I don't know. I think it's because I'm streaming to too many places. I know my computer can handle it. Handles both these monitors. Let's see. Yeah, there it is. It's back up. Like I said, we hit that gap. Now we're walking the wick. Just allowed me to walk around my office. Headset I got Bluetooth. It's pretty cool. Let's see. Coming off of that a little bit. It's at 8:30. And no, I haven't made it just yet. Even though we all saw this right here, I didn't take it. We saw that gap. We talked about the gap. That's still bullish. I don't think we hit an all-time high tonight. They would say that for Tesla, or Google, or IBM. Even IBM. IBM. It's like Intel. It'll do something, but it won't do a lot. Uh-oh. Let's see. No, I haven't took a trade. I'm still monitoring the situation. We're just monitoring the situation right now. I don't think that whole thing with Jerome Powell is a big deal, to be honest. I think they're just trying to pressure him into what they want. Kind of like extortion. But I don't believe it's extortion. I believe he could cut. I don't think he should cut deep or anything, but he should cut. If you cut too much, you'll scare everyone. So, yeah. Don't want to do that. That's happened before, just like that too, by the way. They cut too much once, and the market fell a little bit. We've already had it. Crash with the yen carry, which caused Japan to stabilize it more. Then we had our little correction. And just continuing into the bull run. A bear market last 2 years. Bear market sucks. 08 sucked. I don't care what they say. You're constantly trying to find a bottom, and there's never really a bottom to buy. I know I should have shorted the whole year, right? Hindsight trading 101. Doesn't work like that. Never works like that. mean, it did go to the 50 and held up 50, didn't it? Will it go over this right here? We just wanted to see that gap filled, which is like only a minute move, huge. And it did it in the time frame we needed it to. That's getting slightly. Still don't want to short it. It does have some gaps down there, doesn't it? Ooh, the barcode. Yeah, I'm not trading this right now. Yeah, no. Yeah. It's a change in algorithmic programming. We're not messing with that. Even if the bodies are still up. Let's see, it's biding time. We're gonna look at gold, right? Yeah. I'm sorry, but I am not a gold bull. Let's see. Sometimes you just can't find a trade and you gotta walk off. Sometimes. There are enough products out there you can keep looking. Once you learn how to trade, you'll understand each one is a little bit different from the other. See, that is what I'm talking about right there. Your USD's been doing that for all day, just consolidating. Pretty sure that whole Jerome Powell thing didn't help either. What do we do? You wait. You can, but you'd be sitting in this thing forever, bro. The longer the base, the better the case. Yeah. Case for which one? Variable. I mean, you're literally off an all-time high. You're not going to get an all-time low. You're not going to get a marquee crashy crash. You're not going to get all that. Doesn't work that way. We're still in there. No, that was just the commodities. I mean, I was looking at the commodities and I stopped looking at commodities. And they do correlate as nat gas with oil, but it's a little bit different. If you look at gas, it's a little bit different too, but it's rarely traded. Good lord. Nice seeing you down here, gas. Oh yeah, I did map this out last week. 6 hours, you can literally map out so many charts. You'd be like, okay, this goes here, that goes there. Displacement here, imbalance there, sell side, buy side, all that. You stop being a barcode. They talk about average true range or ATR. What's it been since 8:30? Not real well, huh? Melandering. I don't do melandering. There's somebody out there that does melandering. You can do it with the micro. You gotta be right. You don't have to be right. You just have to take a loss if you're not right. Unusual Wealth posted something about they want to set the limit for day trading to $2,000, not $25,000. Listen. That's actually better. If you can maintain the 2,000, I get it. But you know, you could do the same thing with a prop firm, but you're gonna have to use you're gonna have to get a little bit more. Oh no. No. See how I try to go up there. This is daily, by the way. Now we're back here. We're still on an uptrend. You're at the bottom of that uptrend on this. For those who know what I'm looking at. Let's see. Some of y'all don't know what I'm looking at. What if I say CL? Y'all be like, oh yeah, everybody trades CL. Don't forget about gas, rent. It's all a thing. Let's see. See, and that broke that upward trend, didn't it? There, on CL, on the daily. I love the people. I don't believe we can go lower. I mean, glow bags and everybody else. Well, not just glow bags, but ever since the Hunt brothers tried to. That was about 50. That was way before my time. The Hunt brothers locked down nickel. A couple of them died. I think it was 3 of them. A couple of them died millionaires. One died a billionaire. So we think we know that the older brother was the one who a ringleader on that one. And they try to put safeguards in. So $2,000 and you can short something. Okay. See how long you have that $2,000. Now granted, last year on X we played what? Big Live. Now we shorted that to 0 and 0. We wouldn't have had paid capital gains tax on that. But it was just overdue for a short squeeze. Kind of like SOXL. Just gotta be patient with those. I'm sorry, but looking at the hourly and Euro USD, I don't think that's the top, bro. Close to the downward channel you got. And you could come down here, which is what I'm really waiting on. The one we were waiting on here last week, we were waiting right here. And I told y'all, yeah, last night, I told y'all that's not head and shoulders better. There's the neck. If it was the head and shoulders pattern, it would have broke the neck, came down here, retested, at least made it relatively equal low, and it didn't. And the pattern boys would call this intraverse. That's what y'all call it. And then the Elliott wave boys would be like, well, first wave, second wave, third wave. It's a lot of different terms for up, damn it. Let's see. Nah, it's not like that. You don't want to complicate things or overthink things. Yeah, it's crawling. See, he didn't run away. He didn't just run away from that. What? 1.171. It didn't just run away. It walked away. Said, okay, we're going to go 100 points down. Or 100, well, not 100. Went down 120, actually. What is that? New. Goodness. That's 177. Jesus. Nice. Down here. Let's go over here and see why they stopped right there, though. They're looking at this? No. I mean, you're still in the downward channel. That's some bold stuff right there. I'm gonna go hourly. And they try to protect things, safeguard things. See how we broke that trend down here? Right down here would be, you can go as close as, you can break down into that, doesn't matter. There's nothing bearish about that. Small 89. If you shorted, it's got a relatively low margin. If you shorted, let's say at the beginning of the month, and you said, man, TSLA historically just sucks for Euro USD. You just shorted anywhere in here. 21 days later. Nice. So what are we looking at? I'm gonna have to go to the daily on this. Still up. And seasonal low in February. Some pullback. Like I said, that's February. It didn't just paint it up, did it? No. Took time to get there. It's just coming off an all-time high. Makes sense people try to short up here. But this is all algo driven right here. There's nothing retail about that. That's daily. See how it broke that daily trend right at the end of the month. Right here. Maybe here. Let's draw that line again. And no, I'm not trend line trading. Just using common sense. Alright. See if we see that come down and see any kind of imbalances that the bankers left. See any clues? 15. I want 15 5-day. You can't go 3-day. Should have went much more. Yeah, and that's a little bit above what it should be. Blah blah blah. But it hits right there perfectly, doesn't it? But yeah, people with and you know that's FINRA though. FINRA takes with the 2000. They want to go from 25 to 2000 for a daily day trading thing. To get down to 2000, that give people opportunity to short all kinds of stuff and trade more than 5 times a week. My thing, FINRA. If you've ever been involved with an IPO, it takes a year for FINRA to get their act together. So their paperwork, their bureaucracy, ignore that, takes a year. Okay, so when they say, hey, yeah, we're going to let people without, 25,000 do margin, we're going to let them do 2,000. It's going to take a year. But screw up and try to manipulate the market, and they will call the next day to get the blue sheets. Blue sheets are individual trades. In other words, they say, hey, you see I traded with Thinkorswim. You see him with the E-Trade. Okay, we're going to call both E-Trade and we're going to call both Thinkorswim right now and blue sheet them and see every last trade he's done. They're not going to call the broker. They can go into each individual trade and then say, was this him, blah, blah, this is why I traded. The answer is no. I'm a legitimate businessman. He's actually doing this for free. I cannot believe that X has you have to have, X says 2,000 verified followers. Then you got to get 5 million impressions on a post. There's a few people that can actually do that. I spend most of my time trading and up a trade. Like I said, I like that Euro USD. Not right now, not right here. Back retest that. It doesn't mean you can't go tape read. lot of people like, oh, we're gonna open up real low tomorrow. Okay, what's low? How low? Give me a point. Give me a place tomorrow where it will open up. Because I guarantee you, look at that. They're not saying we're going to go to the low of the weekly opening gap. Don't trust them. They could say what they want to. They could say we're going to have an all-time high. We're going to tap the all-time high. No, don't trust that either. Because there's actually ways that you can tell, and there's ways that you can say, hey, look. If we broke the new weekly opening gap, I'd be like, eh. But no, you got to pull back, or else you'll have a correction if you don't have a pullback. If you don't have a pullback and you don't have a correction, what do you have? Crashes. Now we've already had one within a 13-month time period, 12 months, 13. Go back to NASDAQ. Spaz in NASDAQ. And trust me, I've seen what influencers and creators make. They don't make that much when you have as many people as I do. I'm just trying to build my Kick, and I'm trying to build my Twitch, because I just don't know about this whole X thing, man. They're doing some crazy stuff on X. I'm not saying I don't like X. I love X, but Elon seems like a loose cannon nowadays. So I'm like, yeah, let me post over here real quick. Then I set it up with extra streams, but that could be a year before I see any of that money that I put into it, if at all. Luckily, I make just enough money being patient and just spotting my trade. Looks like a power of 3. I like to call it a ghost pattern. It's got this little ghost going, ooh, I'm going to be scary. Well, what you don't see is this right here, which is new weekly opening gap, which would be what it would be magnetic, you know, that's what it would be going for. Which still, honestly, it's only 100. It's not that far. It's not that far. And it can recover just as quickly depending on what the earnings are. I'm not going to test it, but you have good Tesla earnings or Google earnings, and you're going to hit a new all-time high. I would just hedge, maybe some SQs, some TZA. Oh, never been in big on the options market, so I know how to read the options chain, but that's about all it goes to. Heard me. I know more about options. But if we do drift down, I want to see that new weekly opening gap hold. And it's just not ready to give up. Too choppy for me right now. You know what? Just did some pre-market for Japan, and that was about it. Maybe it's OBS that's acting like this. Yeah, I'm interested right here. I know how strong that was. It's less risky to buy there. So you're going to have some buyers there too. But the sellers are right here. Well, they're waiting for this. And they got to get it done before earnings, right? They got to bear down before earnings. If that holds. I don't think it will actually, but let's see if it holds. And see, I plotted this out. What? This short stream that didn't mess up a little bit. Didn't have to trade it. And I mean trade from here. It's right when I was here, that's when we did this. That one stream, because we suspected that. So not only have buyers there, you have people that cover there because that is the 50. Actually should be 61, which would be a little bit lower anyway. That's not it. It's pretty close. So we don't have to go into that new week the opening up. No, it should be understood. What do we do? We tried our best. That was the daily opening up in that area. Which if you're short, that would be the first place you go. But this would be your second. There's just not a lot of meat on those bones. It's only 10 points. Like 10 point handles. Anyway. Oh man, pizza twice in a row. Let me cut this mic off. That's rude. Sorry for being. Go ahead and like, so you can just you know, degenerate itself. You know, support a degenerate and like the stream. Be right back. Let me push this middle. Can't talk with food in my mouth. My God. Like I said, 50, 100 that. We'll see. on X about a homeless park. I couldn't help but notice when I was driving through town, I saw like a little home here. Yet we saw them. The thing about the more people part is you're going to have AI, you're going to have AGI literally take over the place. So that means less people need it. What's going to happen to their jobs? If they don't know a skill like, fixing a car or plumbing, what are they going to do? I don't see a robot actually. I mean, Tesla can order its own parts, but I don't see a robot doing like plumbing. But I have seen machinery, not autonomous, but machinery that doesn't need human labor at all. It can do its own thing. Let's see. So I am kind of skeptical about all that. You're going to invite more people, make them poor too, huh? So I don't know. That's going to take a while. That's not here right this second, but it's coming. And like I said, I'm not trying to be the bear, but yeah. You already have, and that's going to replace call centers too. You think about it, because AI's voice, if you check out Croc's AI, its voice sounds just like a human. And it thinks, maybe not in the way we think, but it can talk it out and reason. And why would you need a call center when you have a program that can do that? So even the call centers, they're up for grabs too. I can't believe Open. Somebody had posted on X about Open too. Up almost 400 and something points in the last month, or 400% in the past month. Saw a couple people posting it. Be careful who says they got into it and never posted about it. Like, I posted about PIG before we got into it and it popped like 200%. Now, granted, that was a little bit of luck because none of us knew that Mike Burry was getting into it, but hey, that helped matters. And of course, we said we got out. Heavy short position for a reason, and that's why BIG went BK. You gotta be careful with those. This is line in the sand. I drew a nice little red line in the sand near that 50. Well, we'll see. Could just be people wanting to play about 20 points. It's less risky to do that. Bag tested before the 9 o'clock hour. Let's see, how's the stream working? Stream's good. It's not messing up like it was there. Oh man. Yeah, some streams look like a boiler room. Hey, why do I need a prop firm? They're alright. I recommend them. Like, paper trading first. Or tape reading. Just now, because this, honestly, could go either way. I don't trust this. People are like, oh wow, well this can do that. No, it can wait. You're running a marathon, wouldn't you want to rest a little bit? And it does that by being choppy. But the body still tells the story. But those wicks, they do the damage. And all it's doing is waiting on time. And I guarantee you, nothing will happen to J-Pat. That's just trying to get him to cut rates. That's all that is. I guarantee you. Do it now before you leave. They're all in the Swiss Alps at the World Economic Forum, deciding how everybody else should live. So This one I'm talking about a target up here, not down there. No, that was 1, 2. We haven't broke. And it could be scary buying up here, right here, at that 50 of the move. Notice how they did it at 50 of the move. And that would have took, and this is a 15-minute candle, but that's basically a little bit more than an hour. Predefined. But they don't want any huge types of bubbles, so they're going to make it, I wouldn't say difficult, but I've been doing it so damn long. See how they measured that all the way up here to that second hour, a little bit over an hour. And that's how they came up terminus. Technically, it should have been down here if you didn't count it. If you didn't count that, but you got to count the all-time high. Because on a 4 hour, it looked right. Keep pumping, baby. See, well, you measured the whole 4. They measured the full 4 hour, not me. That's where your market makers are like, okay, they're not going to stay at a loss for long. It's just not. Let's go back to the 15 real quick. Might have to do something in a second. You know, I could turn on the little noises where you can hear me buy and sell. That might confuse some of y'all because I'll be like, "Oh, he's selling or he's buying," but it's not financial advice, and it is on my disclaimer. To trade a lot. Took what? One? Yeah, I only took one trade yesterday at this time, and then 3 others later on. Oh wow, somebody said it rained all day and it still feels like 84. Jeez. Still better in Texas. Lacking Air Force Base. It's a BDUs. In the middle of the summer where it's dry heat. I'll learn how to say that real quick. Oh man. See, that's not a power of 3. It took too long. Power of 3 would have took 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 5. Yeah, it's not wanting too much lower, is it? Why no crash right now? Not saying it couldn't here in London, but that's going to take some time. I don't believe the bears, especially bears that can't tell you, yeah, this will be their target. It's a reasonable target. Just don't see it yet. I don't see it. Don't make me go long. I want to wait. Don't make me FOMO. That'd be funny. 23,420 Tesla earnings. Yeah, that's what happens when they cloud seed. It'll get real hot in other places and lack of rain in other places. I'm just saying. That is what happens. So. But I don't know exactly where they're doing it. They admit to doing it, but they don't really give you specifications of exactly where. But that does, in turn, make it hot in other places and make it more dry in other places. I mean, if you know, most hurricanes come off the coast of Africa near the Sahara Desert. It makes more sense to do it up that way and cool off the water, so the water doesn't get all hot and create this massive cyclones. That's just me. I don't know how that works. See how it would trip me up too if I take that. Still looks foolish though. Right now. And again, I'm not trying to be bearish about the homeless people, but why would you want more immigrants when you're going to have AI and AGI? That makes no sense. That's actually less jobs and more people. I could see if you had more people and less AI. But, yeah, no. You got $200,000 freaking, I forgot what you call them, but they're out there in the fields right now picking stuff because it's too hot for people in general. And the big thing is, does it cost more than having an actual person? Well, person died of heat stroke right now. They're in that field. That human life is a little bit worth more than that, isn't it? Let's see if you guys want to talk about it. So I'd have to break up both that and that. See all these gaps that left behind? Well, I'm just saying. Don't think we're in a. We're like in the middle. We're definitely in the middle right here. I don't want to give it that 50, does it? Give up the 50. But they've been using that all freaking night long. Now, power 3 or triple top would already happen, wouldn't it? There's another expansion, but that's in an hour. Jeez, that's a long time. Could wait until midnight. Sometimes to win the game, you just don't play. That's all there is to it. Sometimes to win the game, you just don't play. It's 1983 War Games. That was a good movie. It's a very good movie. What was that? Years ago, they were talking about AIs. How advanced, what they let you know and what they actually have is too dang. The military made a $200 contract with our AI because it dumped an IT firm over there in China. So we'll just use Grok instead. Yeah, it'll save some money. But at what cost? Can't just sit here forever, can we? Let's see, there's got to be some type of expansion coming. Be like some of these people that talk to Spy. I want to talk to NASDAQ. Come here, real quick. Whisper. But that's fine with. Come back to that later. Not right this second. I'm gonna try to change this AI music. This is the same AI music we had yesterday. With AI music, you don't get in trouble for it. They don't get you copyright. But it's like the same AI music. Change the AI music real quick. Yeah. What does that sound like? Switch to focus more on China stuff. Let's see. Zoom motor stuff. I'm sorry, autonomous cars everywhere. That thing break down in the middle, anything break down in the middle of something like Alaska, you're screwed. Try another tune. It's alright. I think I got rid of that bot. You get your own bots. I made one repetitive, and I'm like, why should I do them? I need human moderators. I don't need to go in there and do that myself, because that I'm literally trading when I'm babysitting a position or something, and I can't. What in the cyberspace? Okay. I think that's techno, isn't it? Lo-fi. Let's try this. I still haven't took a trade. I'm not disappointed in myself. Because I knew this would happen. Counter, you could do a little channel right here. Get in your ATR from later anyway, didn't it? And I'm pretty sure the bigger move will happen after the bell with Google and Tesla. Guidance. It's not terrible, but see that big old gap they had in February? All the way to April? Because it's weighted in on the indexes and the deposit. Well, that's decent. Let's see. And I don't use the indicators. I don't need to. But I'll put that VWAP bubble back on. Again, if you want the code for that, there goes that ETR. I have an ATR bubble too. But it's only going to show up in this screen, nowhere else. I don't believe in the VWAP because there are things that happen before the actual indicators go off. And that's what you need to focus on, not the actual VWAP. I used to think that about Bollinger Bands until I started trading penny stocks, and it's like, no, you don't really need Bollinger Bands. I mean, they help your confidence. I'm not trying to knock you. But after time, you don't need that crutch. It's not really a crutch. You just don't want to be codependent on it. Here goes your VWAP bubble. That'll tell you how above or below you are. We'll apply that one. And for years, I used parabolic star. Now that's Wilder. Wilder passed away in what, 21? 2000? 2020? Somewhere around there. Let's see. Where's my parabolic star? I don't know. Like I said, after time, you don't even need that stuff anymore. Get to that point where you don't need to have confidence in the indicator. It's actually divergence too, which actually I still use time to time. Fibs, that is the tool that you need. Roll a Fibonacci. You look backwards, you look forward. Where is it? There it is. And depending on the time, it really validates itself. It's not valid at all. Why? For example, the algo said no. Smart money said no, it's not going any higher. And short it. Well, before that, it took off 15 minutes. You'd have been in 15, 20. Oh, you've been in up here. Or broke down or started to break down. And then what happens when it comes up? Got in the 50, I said it was too risky. But people use that as an indicator. It's just got to be beneath that candle. So what's going to happen? Especially when you know that gap's got to fill. What do you think is going to happen? You can reject. That's got to fill too. And when it does, you can always reverse. But yeah. So you just got in before that went off, right? If you got in down here and it was still, hey, we're bearish. Right here. Right here. It didn't even bother to retest it. You'd been up 30. So, I mean, if you need that kind of crunch, but you need to look at what makes that thing tick. Do you know what makes it tick? Time. Time is your confirmation, not those symbols. What are you, 9 above the VWAP now? But you missed 20 points because you didn't buy the 50. Not saying it won't retest the 50. That's the only reason why I'm not trading, but seems like a pretty good trade now in hindsight, right? Hindsight trading 101. 50 at the main move. And yeah, we do that before the actual. We drew that at what, 1 o'clock? When I did the short stream that messed up. You can only see a couple picture frames. That was one of the picture frames in it. Still up on my Google. I don't know how to delete that. I deleted it off of I deleted it off of X because I was kind of upset about YouTube, but I don't know if that was my fault or YouTube's. So, I don't know. So you see, indicators are what you make them. Don't be a slave to your indicator. Well, my indicator told me no. Because there are people right now that bought that 50 that are selling to you right now. That's the way that works. And it still needs to go up there and do this. And it still needs to do that. And I'm not worried. Just tape reading my head. Look at the market, you can extract it anytime you want to. Trust me. You trade the product, you're not the product. And I'm not making any money telling you this. This isn't some marketing gimmick. I'm not saying subscribe today. No, this is like a vocal journal. Matter of fact, I don't even know how many people are watching right now. But this is life. Let's see. It says 25. 22 on. Yeah. It's not the quantity, it's the quality. But you could hit the like button, you know, and encourage my degeneracy. Y'all waiting for another one to go off, aren't you? Another indicator. This is your indicator. 50. That was your indicator. Who broke below that? I'd have loved that. Are you in that market? No. Would it go here? Maybe. this going to make another all-time high tonight? Probably not, but it could. It's NASDAQ. We have time. Break this, please. So 50 after that became bullish, and people still live by that. By Wilder's indicator right there, they love that. It's not even what going parabolic means, but hey, it is what it is. And he did the RSI, which I love. ICT. He said, all you really do is count the candles. Does it look bullish? Okay, then. Does it look bearish? All right, then. He didn't say that. I'm not quoting him for beta on that, but that's what it sounded like to me. Like, yeah, he's right. And Wilder, he did the parabolic SAR, the RSI, wrote a book or two. I still say the Art of War is the best book. I'm sorry. Ooh, retest this? What? How many times are you going to retest that? Well, right after those. What? Right this. Because there's a lot of orders there to get filled right there. From here to here. Can I reject? Yeah. What time is it? When does the expansion start? It might do like last night and not do the expansion you want, but it's got to be at a particular level, doesn't it? Market makers know that. Institutions know that. Institutional order flow. Just told them so nicely. You can even look at the options change right here. See, it's 10 above the VWAP. Yeah, trader. I mean, I get it. If that's your thing or your gimmick or your whatever, that's don't let that be your crutch. It's going to tell you something about parabolic SARs or VWAPs. Those can often be. How can I put this nicely? It can often be fake out. Let's put that away. I don't want to say Judas. While we wait for that to cross, and it should cross. At this, I want to say something. This isn't a real code, by the way. It's just a code that I generated. Let's see. Threshold. One for like if you cannot see there's chop, I don't know. Let's see. IV bubble. Divergence bubble. Implied vitality. Order blocks. Yes, that's wrong actually. Because when I wrote the script it went. That's not the one, man. Let's get to this one. Pivot points. I like the pivot point one. Gives me an idea where other people are at. Work on this one. I haven't. Yes, and all that stuff. I mean, technically, this is a minute chart, so it's going to have a lot, right? That's not quite what you look at, because technically, it's saying right here, right? I have the script of this too. It's saying right there. So right here is a bearish one, right? So technically, that's a little off. I gotta go in and write another script because I was trying to script that out, but it's not 100% accurate. It's a bullish engulfing, sure, but it's not a bullish FEG. FEG gap a little bit lower. Anyway, let me edit that. You can always play with these studies. Let's remove the study. That needs work. There goes Bollinger Bands. Bollinger. Where's he at now? Oh. People actually live by that. And there's truth to it. You don't want it to be too far in and out of it. But notice your Bollinger Bands change with time. Everything is time based. Get it? Go to day, night and day. So looking at it, see how it tightens up before it goes and expands. No, that's called consolidation. You can call it chop, you can call it whatever you want. Doesn't change the fact. I'm paying more attention to that, but that would have to move up to where I want it up here. So that would take time for that to get there. So technically, you know, before that indicator, you know, before the Bollinger Band. So again, why would you use a Bollinger Band? I don't know. Move all studies. I could. We're just going to edit it. You up with interests? No, thank you. What we want to know. There you go. And again, if that makes you more comfortable and that gives you your security, I'm not knocking you, bruh. We are not going to knock you. Just don't be codependent on it, you know? You want to be able to do all that stuff without this extra stuff. Confirmation at the 50, right down here. Well, that was confirmation. No, that was confirmation after it went up here. That's when it confirmed it was bullish. Way up here. You missed it. And see how it faked out right here? You can't always go by the parabolic. Sorry, you can't always go by it. But if you went here, say, okay, we're above, we need to tap up. And that's trend line trading. In other words, if it taps up here, like rapidly, yeah, I don't expect it to. Not before the news. And there's some pretty big news. Google will move the market. We will be trading it too. Tesla as well. Matter of fact, 9:45, top of the hour. Still expecting that to go over. But let's look at Tesla. I know I can trade this stuff with this account, my Robinhood account, or I can't trade it with my E-Trade. E-Trade will not allow me. You really need to change those rules. They might have changed them, I don't know, but they have told me. I haven't gotten an email saying, hey, you can trade tonight. Robinhood, they begged me. I think there's some, they're like, hey, you know, oh, well, do I not have it on here? Again, you can get that. You can make that your own code and put your own codes into Thinkorswim. You could do it with TraderBait too, by the way. Just FYI. Look here, popped up a little bit. And it'll climb that way. Maybe not this second, but it'll climb it. This one nice little 5.5 handle. Jesus. Just did. Oh man. And Nasdaq didn't even move when it did it? What time was it? 8 o'clock. Freaking at 8 o'clock. Just like last night. Oh. Just like last night. My stream's going pretty well. Alright, check on that stream. There we go. We'll have to wait until 10, but okay. Intel, the story about red-headed stepchild that hasn't really done anything for 20 years. It has. Ah, man, let's see. Yes. Charts over here, why aren't you looking over there? Just looking for specific imbalances that it can more than probably hit. Here we go, bud. Making that run. Remember, consolidation periods like we just had, here to here, is actually a measured move. One thing, make sure that's not a Judas, but I don't think it is. You're too close to the Chinese market. I had to take along with you, crazy degenerates. The degenerates made me do it. Should go right into here. And this is. Yes. There we go. So that popped over that. I like that. What did we say? On the 50 really knew what they were doing, didn't they? Huh. Imagine that. That's off a higher time frame. Patience. Now let me ask, does it sound so crazy at the 50 of a major move like that before indicators start going off? Being patient, waiting. Doesn't seem so crazy now, does it? That's why we measured it earlier. What about 9 hours ago? When we left the chart, it was. And let it do its thing. Well, that's in the chart 24/7. So it's a full flag, like patterns. Patterns change right here at that 50. And it would be on the 4 hour. You can't, I mean, you can see it before the 4 hour. See pretty good. 4 hours about to change anyway in a minute. Okay. The body, blah blah blah. We just measured it. 4 hour candle. That could have went down a little bit actually. See how it just held steady. Even to the open. Where did it want it to go? Well, I wanted to go into that new weekly open gap that I outlined in the yellow. It's called expansion. And I get it, everybody wants to be because you didn't get in at the right time. You missed a trade. Not really. I've literally spent hours on X mapping out a trade. I got stopped out by what? Not even what, 2-3 points. Not nothing major. And it went into the direction, hit this spot that I was looking for, but got stopped out just a little bit too soon. And we're not looking for perfection. I mean, all right. Yeah, you're not perfection. I wonder how many times somebody said that's the relative equal high. No, that's the relative equal high. No, you wait. Because what are we going to use this for? What are we going to use that for later? Support. So there's your 50. And like I said, I didn't want to short it, but that's where I wanted to get back in. Who couldn't think of it? That right there. See how flat that is? So that comes down to test that trend. Now, here's the thing. This actually matters more than that. What? Yeah, that actually matters a lot more than that. I mean, if you want to talk about indicators, you should be looking at that. The trend line. If you're below it, no, you just hit a all-time high. Mark off that too. It goes right under. that new weekly opening gap. I want to see you go up, but you got what, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8 more minutes. Actually, closer to 10:30 Eastern Standard Time. Go back on the 15. So I leave these indicators up. I don't even use them. I don't know. It's my stream. I know. I get that. But I just don't use them. Might help somebody. I'm just not going to be codependent on them. I expect higher. I do expect higher, but I do expect that they hit a resistance point right up in here. But 10:30's coming, it'll tell. And I'm human. I'm trying to be anti-human. Just get so used to, or at least you can't forget. But nor should you. What happened in April and March? And all you see is, wow, I wish I shorted that whole mover. Wow. I should have stayed short longer. And it gets you in this habit of just, now there might not be a lot of meat on those short bones, but you're constant. You tend to forget that you made a higher move up than you did down, right? Just remember, short is short term, and long is longer term. Which one wins the race? The rabbit, the turtle, or the hare? Well, I remember that book. Back when nursery rhymes used to be real. It's the tortoise, not the hare. And you can get a fast, nice little bearish engulfing. But what happens after that? Recovery. These people right here, slowly getting up. Probably at that 50 actually, because when you're shorting, and you see that high, you're not shorting the exact high, right? Shorting here, in here, sometimes in here. The rest is from this right here. It's a little bit too late, wasn't it? Yeah, if you were long-term short, you'd have got wiped out, right? Yeah. But the winner was one that took profits right here at that 50. Now reverse it. Let's say you were long instead of 50 or 61. I like to use like a 61 type of guy. Oh. A 50 worked, didn't it? 50 of the whole move on that candle. Opening candle. Well, not really opening candle, but the 130 would change over, right? See some. A little bit of lag. Yes. We just had news. Yes. It's about 5 seconds. See if we can do it before 10:30. Yeah, y'all couldn't hear the news that just went up on my Squawk Box. I just checked. Sales tax cuts are not appropriate. It's not even showing how many people have on that. Go back. Trying to check some behind the scenes before the expansion. There we go. Why is this prop firm always talking? Like, I only do one prop firm. Okay. Seriously. Yeah, prop firms are a great way to trade. This isn't the one I usually use. This is the one I canceled. They keep on emailing me. Please, we want your money back. No, you're not getting my money back. Stick with the prop firm that I usually use. Now my Robinhood is like spamming me too. Jeez. Getting spam everywhere. Come on down. But yeah, it does give you in the mindset of, hey, I gotta keep shorting when you don't have to keep shorting. Imagine somebody trying to short every day since April. First one, you gotta look at seasonality. That's over with. We do have other things we have to worry about, but not right this second. Jeez, man. Getting spammed. Right. No, I'm not anti-prop firm. I just don't work for any of them. And when I troll them, it's usually in a positive manner. Even the ones I don't like and don't use, it's usually in a positive manner. Fifteen more minutes. Limit my risk right here. Not financial advice. Did I tell you that I'm getting in? Maybe I should. Alright, let's see. Slippery but lower. Try macro. Micro for the macro. Just don't want to see it go down here. Back to that there. No, but yes. Piques my interest right here is what's got my interest. Because I wasn't short down here doesn't mean there's other people that wouldn't. Jeez, it's 84 degrees here. Sheesh. Go for a night swim. Getting DMs on freaking X. Thought I cut, but apparently not. All I let some in me on X. Apparently it's open somehow. I don't know. X is a weird site. So they got me in all kind of chats. I never. Let's see. Oh, great. I'm going looking at stuff now. Grok's asking me all kinds of questions. So I'm not asking it. Proof message experience. Oh, it's saying early access. I don't need our early access to it. But how are people doing that? They're putting me on there. And it's saying they're putting me on a list, but I never asked. Let's see.
That's frustrating. Usually companies add people to lists without consent by collecting emails from users, purchases, ratings from websites, which can violate laws like email spam. You can unsubscribe or report spam.
There we go. Cut off grok. Don't need the personal assistance. Need 8 more minutes. Does have some good music too, doesn't it? Nice, relaxing. All computer oriented. There we go, 1024. Got a lot of gaps clean up. Or are you going to try to fool me like you did yesterday? Not too many micros. That come back down. Had to take place before the freaking earnings. Let's just make it a little click off of that. We can slow that down. 5 more minutes. I am liking the way the 5 minutes recovering compared to the 15. See all this trouble? All this hair in the 1 minute. But the clarity you get on a higher time frame chart. It's a lot more clarity. One down here, but they ain't did it yet. I feel like a spoiled child that didn't give me what I wanted, so I'm gonna walk away. See? Now, well, got a little wig to it. I'm at 15. Maybe not. And the time's not exactly right. Just to get that. 2 relative equal lows. Got a nice little gap up there. Up here. Might take a couple trades before I get off here. Yeah. So we did this at a little closer to 10:30. Technically, China's been open for 20 minutes, but they don't really start kicking until 10:30. What are we aiming for? China's smartphone shipments were down, and Apple China sales were down. But whatever Huawei is, they were up. Okay. That's why we did that. We just did that right before 10:30. I gotcha. And that affects Apple. But Apple made that nice little upward spike. Oh yeah, that's right. They said they were going to make Apple one America now. Yeah, it'd be HEI robots making Apple. With a few humans. Not many. 2 more minutes. Quick, let's look at the 4 hour. Alright. Let me get off the CL, but that's I'm starting to like CL right here. Okay. One more minute. And we'll find the expansion. Might be back down to that 50 if not the worst case. The weekly opening up. There's a little wick down there on CL. NQ. It's 10:30 now. $10:30 Eastern time. Market is open in China. Officially. See if we can't close in those gaps above. Hold on, give it a few minutes. I am asleep, guys. Barely got any sleep today. But one thing I know, the market will be here regardless. One lose or a draw. I want to look at that 4 hour. We'll just do the 4 hour no. 3 days. Alright. There's the bear in the room with you right now. I was going to tell you something. Even though that hit 50 and it's right here, it's right there. See, we already went down here. We went above this, didn't we? Might come back to London. Seems like a better idea. Got time. Turn it back. I'm gonna give me some sleep. Try to come back to London if I can find anything in London. I'm not too confident. CL I'm liking, but that's about it. We shall be back. I'm gonna end the stream. It's not too much of what I wanted to see actually, even though this is supposed to be an expansion. It's just melandering, and it might be waiting on London. I appreciate everybody who came out, and I'll see you.